Welcome to Tactics Tuesday, where we use real-life military tactics to evaluate tactical shooter gameplay. Today we're going to introduce some tips that you can use in your tactical shooter gameplay whenever you're in a leadership role. Stay tuned. Flash out. In today's gameplay, I was playing some Post Scriptum with some of my subscribers. This is actually a segment from a longer video that you'll be able to see later in the week on Friday when it's released. To see that video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Now let's see what happens.
Let's do it, Dad.
If you're in the group moving with me, move marker is our destination to establish an intermediate support by fire and then move from there onto the objective area.
With squad one as we push from the south.
Contact left.
left.
340.
As long as you guys give us cover, we can push up with you. Actually, we're engaging armor. Alright, fair enough.
So my squad and I are advancing from south to north, just east of a main supply route or a hardball road that is to our west. Another element from my squad is off to the northwest, and we are all moving towards the objective area, which is generally to the north and the northeast of where our squad's positioned. As we're moving from south to north, we end up taking contact from a group of structures that is somewhere off to the northwest of my position. The initial rounds that we took were relatively inaccurate, but nonetheless caused us to hit the deck and attempt to locate the enemy. You'll notice that I called out the direction of the enemy using my compass and also the general direction relative to the people around me so we could attempt to locate the enemy. However, the type of fire that we were taking wasn't particularly accurate, and as such, because we haven't determined the location of the enemy, we haven't actually returned fire. That is until this happens.
Is he in this building?
Anyone see this asshole?
No. I don't know where he is. Behind the card over here.
The next couple of rounds that the enemy fires at us are relatively accurate. You can hear them crack directly over our heads, and so we respond in kind by gaining fire superiority, which should be your first priority in any small arms engagement. Let's keep watching. Yeah, if y'all could, kill him, that'd be dope.
I'm working on it.
Behind a car or a cart?
This carta over here.
Okay.
Do we have a commander?
I got one.
You can hear me ask on the command channel whether or not we have a commander. My squad is out in the open, and I was hoping that if there was a commander available, he'd be able to drop some smoke in this field so that we would be able to maneuver or break contact. One of my squad mates reported that they had managed to kill one enemy, but there was another one located right behind the cart. After I saw his name on the radio channel in the bottom left of my screen, I opened my map, figured out exactly where he was located, and then dropped an enemy mark so that those teammates who were still alive would be able to effectively maneuver against that guy. Someone call clear when we think we're clear. It looks clear. We're pushing north. You guys that are on the west side of the road, just leapfrog building to building all the way north. Same thing on the east. I asked for confirmation that the enemy had in fact been destroyed. I didn't receive one, but I did open my map and I saw the rest of my teammates moving around that enemy mark, getting our teammate up that was wounded, and as a result of their movement, I was able to infer that the enemy had been destroyed and that it was safe to continue movement.
We're gonna come help you guys out, squad.
Buildings are numbered so you can communicate more effectively.
Radio down.
Earlier I talked about that MSR that was running generally north-south. It's actually more northeast to southwest through our area of operations up towards the objective area. It turns out that that MSR actually bisects our avenue of approach. And what I was doing here is trying to provide some guidance to the guys that were on the north or the western portion of that road so they knew that they can continue moving towards the objective, but I was encouraging them to stay off the road itself and stay north of it. And similarly, for those of us who were the east or to the south of the road, that we would also stay off of that and continue to move towards the objective area. In the military, you might use something like a phase line or another graphic control measure to bisect the objective so that you could more commonly or easily control that area and communicate with the people who are on the ground. You can see me numbering the buildings here. This method is referred to as a GRG, or a grid reference guide. By numbering the buildings, I can communicate more effectively with my teammate and provide them with better instructions. For example, move to this numbered building and clear it. There's an enemy located at this numbered building, and so on and so forth. This tip is incredibly handy for anyone that's a squad leader in Post Scriptum or Squad or any other game that will allow you to make marks or number buildings. What got you, Abu?
Single shot.
Okay, I'm not going to be able to get back to you. There's not enough cover, man, so you can respawn rally.
German MSP at 82.
Enemy
Roger.
mortar hit.
We just numbered all those buildings, and it was incredibly helpful because then my squad mate located an enemy mobile spawn point, which is an enemy vehicle that's capable of spawning their entire team, and called it out using the mark that we placed.
Real close.
Yeah, there's German MSP at 82. That's
James, where'd you get hit?
The mechanized mark at POI 82 is an enemy MSP. Having received that report, I then placed a marker on the ground, and I then prepared a radio transmission over the command channel so all the other squads would know exactly where that MSP was located. If you enjoyed this content and you want to see more stuff like it, make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can participate in future Tactics Tuesdays. And if you're looking forward to the rest of this video, continue staying tuned to the channel. It'll be posted on Friday. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.